There's snow in the air, jingle bells in the distance. It's nearing the holidays, and this is one of Beefstick's Podcast's last shows of the year.
Say it isn't so.
Welcome to Comings and Goings, a season of miracles, a Beefstick's holiday special. This is going to be a fun one. There's a whole lot of news, a whole lot of pay-per-views, and a whole lot of, well, Jews for Hanukkah.
A whole lot of sickness between.
yeah,
a whole lot of sickness between you and I too, buddy.
Woo.
Oh my gosh.
Let's hope it doesn't travel through the internet.
Let's hope not. Y'all don't need a computer virus. Oh.
Don't say that. They might just tune out.
That was pathetic. That seems to happen to us around this time of year.
Yeah, it is. 'Tis the season, the flu season. And God, it hits in various forms. I was just sick the other week, like not that long ago, and this is a completely different kind of head cold. I'm a little bit better today, though, and I'm looking forward to rocking this show out for all of you. It's going to be a good time.
This is a good one. I'm really excited for this one, of course. Like you said, it's the end of the year, and we got so much to talk about. We also got a preview of the year to come with folks' contracts and where they may or may not end up. And, Pasty, the end of the year means that come the beginning of the year, we're moving closer and closer to our Beefies Awards.
Yes,
I'm excited for that.
5th Annual Beefies Awards. And we're only on Season 2, folks. It's always a fun time, and we always come up with some lavish and outlandish awards to hand out. And I think this year will be no different. It's gonna be interesting.
It's funny when I sit and I'm watching wrestling or I'm reading articles or I'm reading magazines and I'm already coming up with, oh yeah, that'd be a good person for this award, or oh man, we could make an award for this, or my head's just going and going constantly. And the worst part is, though, I forget about it 10 minutes later, and now I don't know.
Yeah. But it's the top of the show, and at the top of the show, it's time you know that we have to give some love to our sponsors, and this week, we've got a new addition to the family. But first, I got to give a shout-out to QualiTee's T-Shirt Company of Wilmer, Minnesota, bringing you the finest in custom tees with sublimation, heat transfer vinyl and decals, and custom logo graphic rendering. QualiTee's is your one-stop shop for all the things that cradle your man boobs. It's a wonderful life. Yes, QualiTee's. And of course, it's Christmas. Makes me think of Nightmare Before Christmas, which makes me think of monsters and monster wear clothing. Just another local shop run by a mom and pop, bringing you your small runner bulk orders on decals, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, glassware, jerseys, and many other types and styles of fabrics. My buddy Corey Matthews got you for all the things you need for this holiday season to give your family members some of that custom flair. This man is a monster when it comes to graphics work, and you would be amiss if you didn't check out what they have in stock. Monster wear clothing. Yes. Now I'm going to turn it over to Fat Mac as he brings in the newest member of the Cloud Style family.
Well, of course, Manscaped.com is giving support for Beefsticks Podcast, and they are so excited to be on the Cloud Style family. And dare I say, Pacey and I are super excited to be on the Manscaped train. Manscaped, if you haven't heard, is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. And 'tis the season. Pasty, I remember a while back, I was getting ready for a little visit from one of my lady friends, and I wanted to trim it up nice and neat, and I wanted to put a little Christmas tree down there. I thought, I can get creative, but I'm not good with a straight rager being creative, so I took out the old electric buddy and the bzzz, and the next thing I knew, snag, ouch, blood. It was a mess. Not only was I embarrassed, but I had to clean up the Christmas tree, take it down, but The red lights were still shining on the crotchal area. Not good. And I'll tell you what, my lady friend was a little more than hesitant to go down there. And that is why Manscaped, though, has redesigned the electric trimmer. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary skin-safe technology so that this trimmer won't nick or snag your nuts. And it is rechargeable and waterproof, so you can shave in or out of the shower, wherever you feel comfortable. Basically, the last thing you want is a scene right out of Psycho while you're enjoying the most relaxing part of your day, that being the shower. Halloween's over. We don't need that. And the Lawnmower 2.0 is so user-friendly. Basically, you can even trust your nuts to your woman. In fact, after that mishap a while back, I had another lady friend over here, and I had her trim my bush. And she was so scared and hesitant to do it. But Pacey, the thing, I didn't even think she was doing anything. The only reason I knew the trimmer was on because I could hear the quiet buzz. I'm telling you, with manscaping, accidents are finally a thing of the past. And don't use, I can't say this enough, and I shouldn't have to say it, but some folks are falling into this. Don't use the same trimmer on your face as you're using on your balls. It's just nasty. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. You don't need your beard smelling like you scrotum.
No, you don't.
But if your scrotum smells, Manscaped's got you covered with that as well. And this is, I think, my favorite product on the board. It's a liquid powder testicular deodorant called the Crop Preserver.
Preserving it.
And it is wonderful.
Yes, it is an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer. I mean, you already put deodorant on your armpits. And if you're like Pasty and I, you put it under those man titties. So why are you not putting deodorant on the smelliest part of your body? In fact, another story I might have to put out here for Pasty, and I'm not going to say names. I don't kiss and tell. But I told my lady friend the other night that I was using crop preserver so my balls wouldn't stink. And she looked right at me and said, "Your balls didn't stink the other night when they were on my nose." And I told her, why do you think? I was using crop preserver that night, too. I mean,
Manscaped for life.
Yes, this is a proven, I can prove it. It's woman approved, it's man approved. This is what you want. Folks, this stuff really works, and it can work for you also. Save your marriage, or just pamper your lady friend by using Manscaped's full line of products. And this is the best part, Pasty. This is the part that gets me tingly and a little chub.
Yeah.
Just for being a listener to our podcast, you can get $20 off plus free shipping with the code BEEFSTICKS at manscaped.com. Folks, that's BEFSTICKS, no space. Go to manscaped.com, put that in the promo code box, 20% off, free shipping. Always use the right tools for the job. Your balls will thank you.
Well, my balls have been thanking me every day since we hooked up with Manscaped. I love the product, and I cannot recommend it enough all the way around. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be double dipping, and I think I'm going to order some more of their products because we didn't get it all in this first run, but I'm really interested to see what else they have to offer.
Well, you know what's great, Pasty? If you use our promo code BEEFSTICKS, that's BEEFSTICKS with no spaces, you'll get 20% off that order and free shipping. What do you have to lose?
I love that. It's so great. Hey, and maybe they'll come up with a pine-scented crop preserver for you for the next time you try to make a Christmas tree with your pubes.
Talk about the ring, jing, jingling, ding, ding, dingling, dong. You know, somebody else who I think uses a lot of Manscaped's products, Pasty, is our good old friend JR.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I think he also likes his Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes, he does. He uses the crop preserver on his Dunkin' Donuts, as you will find out in this week's token, JRR. It's a short one this week, folks. Short but sweet.
Oh, not the kidney, for God's sakes. Not the Dunkin' Donuts. The Dinkin' Dots.
The Dinkin' Dots. I love that. I also want to take that "oh" from the beginning of it and put it into Unbelievable from the 90s.
That is great. And folks, as you know, the best JRs have no context, but as we've said in the past, 90% of them, even in context, are just as weird. Sometimes more weird because you don't know where it came from. I can guarantee you this clip right here had nothing to do with donuts or Dinkin' Dots or junk food in the least. It was, in fact, about a stabbing, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
He makes it sound so joyful in a way. I mean, that's beautiful.
It's good stuff.
What else is beautiful is the landscape of the wrestling world, and I'm not sure what you got to watch for wrestling this week, but my selection was sort of limited. I did check out AEW this week, and I was not disappointed. There is some good promo work, some good work with Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho, leading into some speculations on whether or not he's going to join the Inner Circle.
Which we know he's not, but I love this build-up, and I think this is going to just be – this is really fun. I'm curious, and I'm on the edge whether I want this to happen or not, if Moxley's going to get his own faction. I'm a fan of factions.
Yeah.
I like factions,
yeah,
but
faction
they can be overdone. You know, if you had back in WWE, at one time you had Los Baricuas, you had DX, you had Nation of Domination, you had Disciples of Apocalypse, and you had probably one or two other at the time, and I know I'm missing them, but that one was just all jobbers and just throwing together. And, of course, that can work. You look at Nation of Domination, Ron Simmons was the only non-jobber, and look what happened to Rocky Johnson. Bam.
If Moxley got his own faction, who would you throw in it?
You know, that's a good question. I'd love to see MJF in there.
MJF. I would say throw in the hardcore guys. Throw in Janela. Throw in
Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah, Havoc.
And what if our good friend Sami Callihan showed up?
That would be wonderful.
And
I think that's my biggest Christmas wish.
Switchblade
Sami
Conspiracy.
Callihan in AEW.
Oh, I would love to see Switchblade Conspiracy as a team, and then the breakup with those matches against each other.
Yes. Oh man, it could
you
be
imagine
fucking tastic.
A Switchblade match? I know they could gimmick it enough to where they got a couple Switchblades in there and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that or not, but it kind of writes itself. Did
you hear about the pay-per-view that was announced on Dynamite? The first AEW pay-per-view of 2020.
Is it the one that we've known about, or is there a new one now?
No, it's got a title. It's all new, kind of. It's called Revolution.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Is that the one that's going? Is that going to be on the Jericho cruise ship, or is that
no?
After
That's
Jericho
in Chicago. It's in Chicago.
Okay.
Which is weird because they were just in Chicago, but I guess that's probably their biggest and best market for it. And this is what they're calling their WrestleMania. They say it's going to be the grandest wrestling event you've ever laid eyes on. Which
I like that.
I like it. It's Revolution, which is funny because NXT did Our Evolution, was one of the first takeovers.
Right.
And then Evolution, the women's pay-per-view that WWE didn't use this year, and I think that's why they're doing it.
Well, and if they stick with Revolution, it kind of becomes redundant after a couple of years. You're not revolutionizing anything. Mm-hmm. This is as good of a spot as any, and I don't have it on here, Pasty, but I do want folks to, and I'm as guilty as anybody because I've never gone to an AEW live event. Please go out there and buy tickets and go visit them and go check them out. They're having a hard time filling up even small venues other than Chicago, and it's scary. They're doing great on TV.
Cody says even at the last one though they were running at 80% capacity, and that's better than most. It's equivalent to some SmackDown tapings, like some of the lesser SmackDown tapings.
That is actually true.
He was very positive. He's put a positive light on it.
A page from Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's doing the Vince McMahon thing where it was at 80% capacity. But from most of the reports I've seen from the dirt sheets and then what people are coming out from the venues is that they're running about 60% paid. So 80%, yes, but 80% isn't paid. And
doesn't add
also,
up to a whole lot.
The pictures don't lie. There's 80% didn't show up. And I mean,